Warning. This podcast may contain spoilers from whatever TV show or movie is mentioned. Please listen at your own discretion. Welcome to Viewers Anonymous.
Yo, what's going on? I am Scoots Bronson.
And I am S. Foster.
That's right. You tune into another episode of the Viewers Anonymous podcast where we give you our very own reviews and takes of movies and TV straight out of Hollywood. What's going on with you, my guy?
Can't call it, man. Trying not to have a heat stroke out here in these streets, man. You know what I'm saying? It's been but it's been it's like this dry heat, my guy. It's like it's been wild down here. But you was telling me it's been telling me about some high temperatures up your way too, man. But shit, man, I'm surviving though, man. Trying to make it out here in these streets though, man. How you feeling, man? Everything good with you?
Shit, I'm trying to do the same thing, man. As you can see, I got my big ass gallon of water I've been drinking on all day, man. It's definitely the same thing, bro. I cannot lie to you. And then my car little, so it's hot as hell in there, and I refuse to turn on the air. I'm being hard headed right now, so yeah, I'm feeling the effects for sure.
Okay. But yeah, man, definitely, man. You know what I'm saying? I know we ain't doctors and no shit like that, but yeah, man, y'all got to stay hydrated out here in these streets, man.
For sure. Eat your
Got
fruits
to.
and drink your water.
I'm telling you, man. That's one thing I make sure I stay on, man. I have my little gallon jug. I got this one place where, you know what I'm saying, when I get low, I can go refill it up.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, I'm telling you, you got to. Cause like, man, I'm telling you, it's been so hot out here, and like the way like my body is made up, like when I'm like super hot, I don't be really wanting to eat like that.
I think I think that's everybody, bro, because I'm the same way.
So like a lot of the times, man, that water really pretty much hold me down.
Yeah.
So
And as a fat dude, that's not conducive to how my body is set up. Yeah. I'm not a fan of the not eating part, but I mean, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, as long as I got my water, I'm good. Cause you know what I'm saying, I go through water like it ain't nobody business. You said that you got a spot that you go fill yours up. We got the you know the water what's this shit called, the water fountain things that they be having like at work and shit.
yeah.
So we go get those. We don't got the water fountain thing. No, we go get those. We got a pump that we put at the top or where the opening is. We got a pump that we put in there. We go get those at this one. It's we got a water store in around the way. We go get it like filled up with like alkaline water and shit like that, and just use the pump it out of there. So we always got water on deck. But man, let me tell you something, man. When that thing get low, be like all hell broke loose in the house.
Damn.
Yeah, it be all bad. I'm the only one that drink from the water faucet. No, nobody else drink tap water in this house but me. That like that if I got like the last resort and it ain't like the jugs ain't been refilled, I just drink that shit straight out the faucet.
Look, man, this gonna go great with the topic. What I'm about to say will go great with the topic that we got today. But like, man, we come from an era where it's just like, first of all, like these kids, I saw someone post something like growing up in the 90s, and like they were doing like all the 90s shit that we used to do. But what made me think of this is what you just said. Like, dude, we came up in the era where it's like we outside, we ain't going back in the house. We go out there, we get that water hose, and we just got down, drink the water out from the water hose and shit. And it's like,
I I don't mean to cut you off, but I seen this one dude because somebody posted the picture on Twitter and was like, "This is our what did they say? Like this was our Gatorade or something back then or something like that." So dude was like, "How old are you?" So he was like, he said he in his 30s or whatever. So he was like, "Yeah, wasn't Gatorade out then?" So you know what I'm saying? He started laughing. He like, "Yeah, Gatorade didn't come out to like I guess like 96 or some shit like that. That's when Gatorade first dropped." So he was like, he was like, our parents didn't buy Gatorade like y'all get Gatorade. We didn't have just Gatorade on hand. He was like, plus he was like, we couldn't go in the house or we couldn't go back outside. Like, you know what I'm saying? So he like, we used to have to find somebody's house, find a water hose, and you know what I'm saying, hit the water hose. He was like, wait, you guys drunk from a water hose? Like, this dude, bro. I'm like, oh my God. I know this nigga, he wear padding everywhere he go because that's crazy. That boy grew up in a bubble. The water hose, the best water on earth. And wasn't nothing like it.
Yeah, because this is before we really started. Like back then, we ain't really fuck with like bottled water like that. And then, but like you said, like the way our parents was, stop going in and out. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and you ain't want to come in yet. So you like, shit, boy, go turn up, get that water hose.
As soon as you came in, you had to, it was gonna be something you had to do. You had to take the trash out. You had to wash some dishes. You had to sweep the floor. It was a chore waiting for you if you came back in that house. I guarantee you. Not only that, we never got sick.
Never got sick.
Like if you got sick in the 90s, bro, like your immune system was trash. The shit we were doing, bro, we was out there playing full-fledged tackle football, no pad.
No, dude, not only were we doing that, dude, we will sit there and play just flat out football, no pads, right? Drink the water from the water hose, go to the store or whatever. Cause see, back then, you know what I'm saying, you could get a McDouble and shit for 99 cents and shit.
You can take $1 to the store, get 2 bags of chips, a snack and a juice.
No, but not only did we do that, we would drink from the water hose, but we didn't wash our hands.
No, you never wash your hands.
Nah, we just fucking ate. Like whatever. Like what?
Wasn't nothing wrong with that.
What? You drop the chip on the ground, scoop that shit up, blow it, put it in your mouth. Hey, I'm telling you, but our immune system was so fucking strong back then, dude. Yeah. That's because we just did shit. Like we didn't like this is before people really fucking got like really like there were I ain't gonna sit here now like there wasn't people who were clinky and shit who you know what I mean. There's been some people who spray Lysol all the time and sanitize their hands when you can go to a store, man, you would never find no hand sanitizer back in the early 90s. Like you had to fucking search for that shit.
If you did, it was like it used to come in small bottles. They ain't even make them in the big bottles at the time. It was just small bottles. Yo, remember when bottled water first came out and people thought you was crazy for drinking a bottle of water? People used to be like, what the fuck are you doing buying water? That shit used to be wild, bro. That was the wildest thing I've ever seen in my life when I first seen that. I'm like, these motherfuckers is selling water. Now that's all I buy. I buy that shit more than I buy pop. I don't buy pop no more.
Man, I feel you, man. That is so with the topic that we had today. I'm so excited about doing this, but before we get there, there is something that we're celebrating today.
Yes, indeed.
You know what I'm saying? And it is so mind-blowing to think. And we don't stress it on this podcast because I was big on episodes like on Stolen Time podcast and 28 Minutes or Less and all that type shit.
Right.
But like we don't really talk about it on here. And like most people just don't really know, you know what I mean? But dude, we have hit a milestone today.
Yes, indeed.
Scoops, tell them where we at, man.
Man, so a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, they've been doing podcasting for a long time. And well, not even a long time. Some of them get into it because they think there's going to be quick money. Some people get into it because they think that, you know, it's something that they could jump into and, you know, they'd be famous and, you know, but some people, they do it for the love like us. And when you do it for the love, man, not only do you enjoy doing it, not only is it like therapy for you, but you end up with a catalog, man. And in order to get, you know what I'm saying, those catalogs, you got to have a lot of episodes. And today, ladies and gentlemen, we are celebrating episode 300. That's right. That is right. Episode 300, man, is being recorded. It's about to be in the books. By the time you're listening to this, man, that's right. You're hearing the 300th episode of the Viewers Anonymous podcast. Man, it's been a journey, bro. It's been a hell of a journey. You know what I'm saying? This podcast has seen, you know what I'm saying, COVID. It has seen it has seen breakup, divorces. It has seen
Death.
Yeah, death. It has seen the breakup of a podcast. Not only that, but it has also seen, you know what I'm saying, some of the best movies in the world, and fortunately for us, the worst movie in the world. You know what I'm saying? My
Yo.
favorite bad movie of all time, bro. Velocipaster. You know what I'm saying? Like, without this podcast, I would have never been able to see that movie. I'd have never been able to see that shit. But because of this podcast, bro, I was able to see, and I'm not gonna lie, that's one of my favorite movies of all time. That shit is horrible. That is the worst fucking piece of art ever invented. I'm talking about I've seen people make mud houses better than that movie, but that movie because that shit is comedy. But yeah, man, like, bro, this shit has just been so fun, man. It's been dope as fuck, you know what I'm saying? To be able to talk shit with you nonstop, be able to talk movies, television, you know, just all kind of shit, man. Like, we really have built the camaraderie over this podcast. And bro, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I wouldn't have wanted to do it with nobody else, bro.
Man, look, I feel the absolute same way. Even like us starting it when we started it, and like how we ended up starting it.
Mm-hmm.
It's I mean, like I say, man, it's always been an honor working with you, man, because I think that when you have, you know, more than one person on the same page and with similar goals, it's not something where we looked at this and it's like the way I tell people is like, yo, like, we co-host this. Like,
Yeah.
it ain't no, you know what I'm saying, this person is the host and this person is the, you know, the co-host, and you know, it's like we both took a back seat and we just kind of, like, you know what I'm saying, do this shit 50-50. Even though a lot of the times I feel like I be talking too much. And I remember in the beginning I was telling you that I was like, yo, like, sometimes I feel like I be talking too much, and you was like, nah, man. It's like, when you get in your zone, you know what I'm saying, you like keep that shit going. And for us to be doing this, man, no egos, no one, you know, thinking that they're better than the other. And I think that, you know, from when we do get feedback from people, you know, everyone always tell me like how well we bounce off of each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, someone once told me, they was like, yo, like, you know, you as in me is more of like the fact type based person or whatever, but you bring the comedic genius to it,
Right.
and so, like, even though like we have similar interests, but we also got interests that may not be as similar, but we always tend to find a middle ground.
Yeah.
And the COVID year, what was great about the COVID year was what Warner Brothers and at the time HBO Max did. The reason that year was great was because, you know, obviously the movies that dropped I can't remember if it was every 2 weeks. It was something like that. So like we was able to
every month.
Oh, it was every month.
Yeah.
So we was able to give like new movies. We didn't have to go to the movies to pay for it, none of that type shit. And that gave us the opportunity to do Malignant, man. So that's what I thought you was gonna say.
Nah.
Hey, boy, Malignant was so trash.
As bad as Malignant is, like, Malignant is really just straight up a trash ass movie. Velocipaster is bad, but it's so bad it's good. That's why I say it's the best bad movie. But like if we just talking about a movie that should have never been made, hands down, it's definitely Malignant. That shit made no sense whatsoever.
Yeah, that shit was wild. But
Yeah.
it did and then plus I think that with that happening, like I said, I don't look at the numbers. So
Mhm.
but I think that with a lot of people having to slow down and all that type of shit, I think that did give us an opportunity to. I mean, I guess the numbers shot up during that time,
Yeah, a little bit.
but the bad thing about that time though is the fact of with everybody not having shit to do, we had a lot of people jumping in the podcast game that really didn't have their heart in it. Where they
Right.
were just jumping into it because it could be a check involved. That was the only bad thing about that COVID year. But but man, I've looked forward to this podcast. Being able to take a platform and get to 300 episodes. I wasn't able to do it with the Stolen Time podcast, because I ended that when Uncle Washington passed away.
Mm-hmm.
And, ended that at 214. But that's crazy though. Like to be 300 here, I did 214 on the Stolen Time podcast. I'm currently at 131 on the 28 minutes or less. Dude, that's a lot of content. I don't remember how many episodes you did on Already Home. And
Uh, we did about two something.
yeah, so that and then you had 15 minutes of fame for a while. You had
Mhm.
uh um damn, why is it slipping my mind? Not overly opinionated. It wasn't that.
Yeah, it was overly opinionated. That was
Oh,
different though. That was a live stream.
well,
Yeah, I'm
what was the what was the one where I used to jump on the phone with you when you used to take phone calls?
that was overly opinionated.
Wait a minute. So hold on. What's the other one though? You had another one. Dude, why you looking at me with your podcast?
Isolated society.
Isolated society. God damn, but
That's what
I
it wasn't overly opinionated is the clothes. I'm tripping. You're right. It's isolated society.
okay, okay. But yeah, man. So look, man, we do this shit. We appreciate everybody's support. Coming. Um, y'all, we try our best to give y'all good movies, good documentaries, good people to do on appreciation episodes. We want to be more fan based, but I
Mm-hmm.
don't know if it's that we're doing a good job and y'all just like keep doing what y'all doing, or what I'm saying. We got some who will send in suggestions. We've done fan episodes before in the past. We're looking forward to doing more. What I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? We started the subscription. We're doing different material over there. So it's been a journey, man. And I just want to say I appreciate everybody who always come back and listen, even if you are, a first time listener, last time listener, you listen, say this shit was trash, you listen, you say this is all right, if you listen, you say it's great, like whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Leave us a review and let us know what you think. Give us your honest opinions. If we could be better at this, if it's shit we need to work on, like all that type shit. Like I'm willing to listen to anything that anybody got to say. So I just want to say, thank y'all. No matter how many episodes y'all listen to, but I just appreciate it, man.
Man, definitely a huge thank you to everybody that listened, everybody that watched, and everybody that just been along on the journey, man. Another huge thank you to everybody that has come, that has been on here as a guest. Um, and what I'm saying, everybody behind the scenes that has, what I'm saying, been there supporting and what I'm saying, giving out ideas. Thank you to the people that rated us on Apple and what I'm saying, Spotify and all those places. Um, it's 300 down, man. We got a lot more to go. So, y'all just buckle up for the ride. Keep going. And thank you guys, man. So we said that on the last coming soon that we were supposed to do an appreciation for the great Quentin Tarantino. But because it's been so hot outside and I have been as delirious as Eddie Murphy on stage, I forgot that we were supposed to do Quentin Tarantino. The whole time I was thinking that we were supposed to do a whole different episode. So instead, we decided to go ahead and do this episode. Um, and then we're gonna do Quentin Tarantino next. So S dot man, let them know what we doing today, bro.
Okay, so I follow this page on Instagram, which is official flashback 90s, right? So what they did was they said you can only watch 1 year of 90s movies, which I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna struggle with this. But what they did was 90 through
Absolutely.
1999, they chose what I guess they felt was like the five best movies, or I don't know if they did it the five highest rated movies of that year. I don't know how they came up with their list. So what we're going to do is we're going to go from year to year from 1990 to 1999. We're going to see the five that they got, and we're going to kind of do our own plug and play, plug and keep, basically. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to go through the movies that they have down, and we're going to, look through that year to see if we're going to leave something on or if we're going to replace it with something or whatever the case may be. So I think that this episode can turn out to be very dope because, like I say, what's great about these is that y'all are really going to be able to see the range. You know what I'm saying? That what was so great about doing that movies of 1999. We still need to find another year. I think one time we might have mentioned 2006, but
Right.
I can't remember what the other year was. But like 1999 was that fucking deal.
For
But
sure. That's the
yeah, man.
supreme year in cinema history for sure.
Yes, most definitely. But I think that, man, I love doing these was something in this round because like even though we had 300 episodes, all of them aren't movies. Like we did TV shows, we did appreciation episodes, and we did documentaries. And so look, they really about to see the range on this one, man. But so we're gonna start with 1990, man.
Mhm.
So the movies they got down, they got Home Alone, Ghost, House Party, Goodfellas, Edward Scissorhands. How you feeling about that five?
Okay, now don't get me wrong. This is a tough five. Okay, very solid. Um, but if I'm being honest, Ghost, it really ain't. It ain't that high up on the list for me, man. Um, I could definitely get rid of Ghost and insert Problem Child, which also came out in 1990. Um, very good movie, funny. Um, and to me, it's a little bit more enjoyable than Ghost was. Um, and I believe Ghost Dad came out the same year, right? Or maybe was that later?
Ghost Dad?
I want to say Ghost Dad came out in 1990. Yeah, it did. Ghost Dad came out in 1990. I would even substitute it with Ghost Dad. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's problematic to say now, because everything that the Kais went through, but you know what I'm saying? It's still a good movie, still holds up. Especially now as a parent, you know what I'm saying? Having a daughter, I understand, you know what I'm saying, why my man spirit wasn't laid to rest. You know what I'm saying? He had to come back and make sure his daughter wasn't on no tomfoolery. So I get that. But yeah, but I would definitely substitute Ghost for maybe like Problem Child or Ghost Dad, something around that range. Just to even that out. Um, House Party Fire, Home Alone, can't go wrong with that. That's, you know what I'm saying. You can really watch it all year round, but for Christmas, I mean, it is a Christmas movie. You know what I'm saying? Goodfellas. Out of the mob movies, Goodfellas is high up on my list for sure. And then Edward Scissorhands is a classic. Johnny Depp, Tim Burton. Anytime they work together is magic. So yeah, I would take out Ghost and put in Problem Child or Ghost Dad.
Okay. Well, for me, House Party. Well, excuse me. Let me start from the top. Home Alone, one of my joints. It's definitely gonna stay. Ghost. Just from looking at the other movies that came out in 1990, I would. If now, Ghost isn't a bad movie. I'm not saying it's a bad movie. Me personally, I am substituting that for Misery. Misery was my joint. You know what I'm saying? James Caan, motherfucking man, I see her face and now I can't remember her name. But she murdered that.
Hold on,
So
I'm about to tell you right now.
I don't know why her name is slipping my mind. But yeah, Misery was just a wild ass movie. When they showed that damn ankle, yo,
Oh God, the way
um,
she did it was so crazy, bro.
it was.
Kathy
It
Bates.
really. Kathy Bates. God damn. So yeah, I would replace Ghost with Misery. House Party definitely ain't going nowhere.
Right.
Goodfellas definitely ain't going nowhere. Now, I know you are a Tim Burton person.
Mhm.
I've seen Edward Scissorhands, but it's cool. But when I looked at and I seen what else came out that year,
Mhm.
and I gotta, you know what I'm saying, shout out to my little homie Jacoby. I gotta replace Edward Scissorhands with Child's Play, man. Well,
Is that the first or
wait,
second one?
hold on, wait a minute. You know what? I think it's the second one.
Because I was gonna do the same thing, but I'm not real big on Child's Play 2.
It was Child's Play 2.
Okay,
But
yeah.
you want to know what else came out that year?
What's up?
Now, the original It came out that year.
Yep.
Mo Better Blues came out that year.
Strong. Shout out to Spike Lee.
Cadet came out that year in another 48 hours. Now, so even though I was more of a fan of just 48 hours, another 48 hours was just kind of like, it worked the first time. Let's see if we can just throw these two back together, do another one.
Though. The second one was decent though.
It was decent, but the first one was the one. But yeah, I'm still gonna go Child's Play 2 over Edward Scissorhands.
Okay.
But
Cool.
I mean, but they're still on the replacement too. So I think they did a good job with that one.
Yeah.
So 1991, you got My Girl, New Jack City, Terminator 2, Point Break, and Boys in the Hood. How you feeling?
Oh, this is easy. First and foremost, no disrespect, My Girl got to go. and I know a lot of people fuck with a lot of people are older fuck with Point Break, but Point Break got to go too. Both of them motherfuckers can get up out of there. I'm gonna throw in Drop Dead Fred. And it's a toss up after that to me between Nothing But Trouble and Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead. I'm edging more towards Nothing But Trouble though, because I think Nothing But Trouble was a very underrated movie. It had Dan Aykroyd in it, who played multiple characters in there. You know what I'm saying? He showed his comedic genius in there. Let me see. John Candy.
Demi Moore, man.
Yeah,
What are you doing?
I'm going down the list. I'm
Okay,
going,
Demi Moore should be first. Okay, but go ahead.
and not to mention
All around the world. I already knew you were going.
Underground in there, man. Like, and the crazy part is the scene in the movie is the actual music video that they use. It's an alternate music video for that song. So yeah, man. Between them two, like I said, My Girl and Point Break, you could get them out of there. I'm not sitting back. Out of the movies we named, I'm gonna be honest with you. New Jack City, Terminator 2, and Boys in the Hood, I'm watching them more than I'm watching My Girl and Point. I might not even watch My Girl. Point Break might just be out of interest, but My Girl ain't even getting no play. It's not getting no play for me, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
Yo, man.
Kevin McAllister is what I call that nigga. I don't even call that nigga Macaulay Culkin. Kevin McAllister, okay?
Yo.
Kevin McAllister is Kevin McAllister. I don't want to see him in nothing else, bro.
Oh my gosh.
That nigga
Yo.
always Home Alone for me, bro.
Man, he died from he was allergic to bees, man.
This nigga put a whole Lego set together to defeat 2 criminals. And in another movie, he died from bees. Man, get that shit out of here, man.
Hey, but that's
how I
hilarious.
remember Macaulay Culkin. Macaulay Culkin is a badass little kid, bro. This nigga was the real life Dennis the Menace, bro.
Yo, that is hilarious.
After no fucking bee sting. But
That's
yeah, I'm going Drop Dead Fred, and I'm gonna just roll with it, man. Nothing but trouble.
Okay. Listen, man, now I feel bad because it ain't look. My Girl's alright, man. It's not a bad movie. But unfortunately, I gotta replace it with Ricochet, man. You already know Ricochet is my joint. You know what I'm saying? We did that podcast on here, Denzel Washington. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, I got that's the only now Point Break. The only reason I watched Point Break was because I'm an avid listener of the Dan Le Batard show. And Stu guys always talk about how fucking much he loved Point Break and how good Point Break is. So I was like, man, it was on Max or something. I was like, man, let me just fucking watch this shit. Right. And it was all right. It was all right. But you brought the 2 movies up that I was going to bring up, man. Nothing But Trouble and Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead.
Come on, man.
So Point Break, you got to go. But I'm gonna go. I love Nothing But Trouble. It's hilarious. But I'm gonna edge Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead. But the rest of them, keeping those.
Okay.
I'm keeping those. Yeah. They did a good job in 91.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. Okay, so 92, man. Now I'm not gonna lie to you. It's getting tougher and tougher for me with these as the years go up. It gets tougher and tougher for me. Okay. So in 92, we got Juice, we got 3 Ninjas, Batman Returns, Encino Man, and White Man Can't Jump. Now, out of all of these, I've seen every last one of these joints. Encino Man, I think if I'm correct, Brendan Fraser.
I've never seen it.
Bruh, it's a comedy and it's fucking hilarious. I think this is the one with this is the one with Brendan Fraser. Hilarious. Okay. Fucking comedy, bro. This nigga was a caveman who got thawed out, and then they like teaching it. 2 dudes find him and teach him how to like live in modern day and teach him how to be cool and shit like that, and try to like teach him how to live as a normal fucking human being and not a caveman. But he still got like cavemanish ways and shit. But it's fucking hilarious, bro. Brandon Fraser did a great job in that. But the one that I see on here that's an eyesore is Batman Returns. Okay, horrible, travesty.
Yes,
travesty. Every Batman after the Michael Keaton Batman was ass up until what's his name jumped in the Dark Knight joint. When Christopher Nolan started. Yeah, when Christopher Nolan came back and redid them. But all the rest of them shits, the Batman and Robin and all the one when they had Arnold Schwarzenegger in there with the CGI cold gun and all that shit, niggas was playing hockey, and then Batman just like he just randomly had hockey blades in his boots. It was weird.
Hey, but you stupid.
You know what I'm saying? It was getting weirder and weirder, man. But yeah, so Batman Returns was the one that I was getting up out of there. Which I ain't gonna lie, it hurts, and I'm gonna tell you why it hurts, because Batman Returns had Danny DeVito as the Penguin, and it had Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman, and I just felt like it's a great movie. Don't get me wrong, like the overall scheme of Batman, like Batman Returns. I give Batman Returns some credit, even though it's still like for real trash compared to the first Batman.
Yep.
And then like I think that was the little weird love thing that they had with Catwoman and Batman in there, because like they was kissing and all that. It was a whole bunch of weird shit. Danny DeVito did a great job as the Penguin, though. I will say that. But I'm getting that out of here for Boomerang. Come on, man. That's an obvious choice.
There it is.
That's an obvious choice.
Very obvious.
Boomerang. I mean, that's I don't have another one for it, but yeah, Boomerang is definitely getting Batman Returns out of here. And I ain't gonna lie, it can get Encino Man out of here as well. But between Encino Man and Batman Returns, I would rather go with Encino Man for the laughs. Boomerang and Encino Man is gonna give me my laughs for that year. Three Ninjas, I mean, that's a classic. You can't really go wrong with Three Ninjas. Colt, Tum Tum. I forgot the names. Colt, Tum Tum, and Rocky. Rocky, Colt, and Tum Tum. You know what I'm saying? Half Japanese. Well, no, their mom was half Japanese. They was white kids. 3 white kids learning karate from their Japanese grandfather. I mean, come on, man. It don't get more 90s than that. The niggas ain't even Japanese, nigga.
Hey, man, you stupid.
But they was whooping ass though, bro. And that made you want to do karate as a kid if you ever watched any of those movies. It was real. 3 Ninjas and 3 Ninjas Strike Back. After that, the rest of that shit started getting ass too. But yeah, so yeah, I'm definitely keeping 3 Ninjas. White Man Can't Jump, classic. Juice, classic. Yeah. So I'm taking out Batman Returns and putting in Boomerang.
All right. So obviously Juice ain't going nowhere for me. Now it's about to get crazy. I think that probably this may be the weakest one for the shit that came out that year.
Mm-hmm.
So Juice is staying. You brought up an obvious one, Boomerang. So I watched 3 Ninjas. I fuck with it, but from the stuff that I'm about to say, it gotta go. All right.
Damn.
So I'm getting that out for Boomerang.
Damn.
Now, Batman Returns, gotta go.
Yeah, for sure.
Listen, you know my joint, man. Candyman, come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man. You know me.
Yeah, that's why I didn't add it in there.
Yeah, like you know me.
The first movie that scared the fuck out of me because I thought that was the only one out of all of them that was possible because it's a black dude.
Exactly.
And I know a nigga that had that coat too. He had 2 hands, but he damn sure had that coat.
You fucking stupid. Oh man. Okay. Now this is where it gets hard because I fuck with White Man Can't Jump.
Mm-hmm.
But man, there's so many other good movies, man. And I only got one more. And this is what I'm struggling with. I'm gonna tell you what I'm struggling with.
Mm-hmm.
92 was the right year. So let me tell you what I still got left that's not on this list. You got South Central, man. Come on, man. OG.
Yeah, OG Bobby Johnson, but
OG Bobby Johnson. But here's one that's gonna get you though.
Can't jump.
But no, this is for Encino Man.
Oh, well,
I'm gonna keep White Man Can't Jump.
I ain't never seen Encino Man, so anything.
I know. So yeah, it's just out here. But
yeah,
this is what you forgot about.
Okay.
Mo Money.
No, I didn't. I did not.
No, Mo Money's fucking hilarious.
And
Listen.
let me tell you, it was between Boomerang and Mo Money.
Yes. But come on, man. Class Act came out that year too.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So also, okay, we did Ladybugs. I fuck with Ladybugs. But this is the problem I got. Bebe's Kids came out that year too.
One day I'm gonna tell the truth about Bebe's Kids. One day
So
I'll tell the truth.
just some other shit, just to mention real quick, and I'm gonna make my decision. A Few Good Men came out that year.
Mm-hmm.
The Hand That Rocks the Cradle. Well, I seen the most wildest shit ever. This fucking lady's obsessed with this man and start breastfeeding a child that ain't even hers. Yo, that's the first time I've ever seen some shit like that.
Yeah, that's
That
wild.
was some wild ass shit. But we cannot forget about Basic Instinct.
Yeah.
Man, but if I really, really, I'm gonna go Class Act only because I've seen Class Act so many fucking times and I fucking love that movie. I'm gonna go Class Act. So I replaced 3 movies. I took out 3 movies and I replaced it with Candyman, Class Act, and Boomerang. So we were together
for that year because between Class Act and Juice, it was definitely high school niggas boning grown ass women in '92.
Yo, man, listen. We'll get there because I got something, but it happened in '99, so we'll get there when that happened. But yes, you're definitely correct about that.
All right, man. So '93, once again, man, it's getting tougher. It's getting super tough. Miss Doubtfire, The Sandlot, Free Willy, Menace to Society, and Jurassic Park. Now, Miss Doubtfire, Robin Williams. When I tell you that this is the most heartfelt story, I gotta fuck with Miss Doubtfire. First and foremost, because it's about a dad who did anything, you know what I'm saying, to be with his children. You can't go wrong there. And then The Sandlot, I mean, come on, man. My man Benny was doing this thing. Big Dreams, Benny. Free Willy, I ain't gonna lie, you get that shit the fuck up out of here.
Wow.
I never liked that movie. I was mad when Michael Jackson did the song for Free Willy. I'm dead serious, bro. I was like, why is he even singing about this fucking whale? And first and foremost, let's keep it all 100. Ain't no fucking killer whale befriending the little white boy. Let's get that out there now. Them motherfuckers out there flipping boats now. You think he was gonna befriend man? Fuck out of here. Stupid ass story, by the way. It was. I never fucked with Free Willy, man. Menace to Society. I mean, that was a cutting edge film at the time, man. It really showed you like the closest you can get to gangbanging in LA without being a gangbanger in LA. And then Jurassic Park. Oh my goodness. Let me tell you this. When that shit came out, I thought dinosaurs was real as a kid when I seen that. I'm like, nigga, they got to have dinosaurs around there somewhere in order to make this movie. Because them shits looked way too real, man. And that motherfucking T-Rex almost ate Jeff Goldblum too. That was crazy. But like I said, man, I'm getting Free Willy out of here. And I'm replacing it with CB4, man. Straight out of Low Cash.
I ain't mad at it. So that's the only one?
Yeah. Free Willy, the only one that gotta go to me. I mean, you can't go wrong with Miss Doubtfire. Feel good movie. The Sandlot, same way, but you know what I'm saying. As a kid, you could definitely connect with it. Menace to Society, classic. Jurassic Park is an instant classic. You know what I'm saying? And the cast in that mug was crazy. So yeah, Free Willy got to go.
Okay.
And don't lie, didn't nobody give a fuck about no whales in 1993, man. Niggas were still going to SeaWorld.
Man, they still going to SeaWorld.
Exactly.
Okay. So look, I hear you, and I agree with you saying about Mrs. Doubtfire. I fuck with Mrs. Doubtfire, but this is the problem. Now look at the other shit that came out. Mrs. Doubtfire gotta go.
Damn.
Poetic justice, man. Come on.
Over Mrs. Doubtfire, bro?
Yes. Yes. So Sandlot ain't going nowhere.
Okay.
Instant classic. Instant classic.
Look, I know Free Willy out of here, bro. If you get Doubtfire,
Look, Free Willy got to go, man. Free Willy got to go. Man, come on, man. The Good Son came out that year, man. Are you kidding me?
you should have just kept Free Willy.
Come on, man. We ain't gonna sit here and say that Lil White Kid had anything to do with motherfucking badass Macaulay Culkin in this movie, man. This motherfucker tried to kill his own moms, man. This he killed his own sister, man.
Man, what's up with you Macaulay Culkin movies, bro?
Hey, man. He killed his little sister, man.
You really fucked with Macaulay Culkin in the 90s.
Hey, Macaulay Culkin was that dude, man. Listen.
For sure, but
yo, man, come on, man. We did The Good Son. You know you fuck with it, man. You know you fuck with that movie.
Kevin McAllister.
Man, listen. Okay. So, Menace to Society ain't going nowhere, man.
Okay.
Punk ass Chauncey.
Punk
You know what
ass.
I'm saying? Ain't going nowhere. But this is the problem. Jurassic Park.
Nah.
Yo, listen.
Nah, man.
Listen. All right. This is why we couldn't. This is why, because we wouldn't have been able to agree on this.
For sure.
But when it comes to if I gotta choose either Jurassic Park or the program, come on, man, I'm going to the program, man. Are you kidding me? Alvin Mack, you know what I'm saying? Joe Kane. Come on, man. Darnell Washington came in and
Name, too.
came in and stole Holly Berry from the starting running back, man. Come on, man.
Over Jurassic Park, bro.
Over Jurassic Park, man. I fucking love the program, man.
Nah, man.
I love the program. I know some people.
The Raptors opened the door to the kitchen, nigga.
Oh, man, hey, look, I like Jurassic Park. I'm telling you, like, I like Mrs. Doubtfire, and I like Jurassic Park. I really do. But when it comes to these, and dude, there's still some other shit. Airborne, that was my shit back in the day. You know what I'm saying? And then you looking like you never seen.
Never mind. I don't know if I said what's Airborne.
Airborne is that movie where the motherfucker was riding them goddamn they was on the rollerblade joints, and they like the end of the movie, like they're going down this hill. They call this shit like Devil's Hill or some fucking shit like that. But like it was some wild ass skateboarder rollerblade shit.
I didn't. But I thought you was talking about Air Bud at first.
Oh no! Airborne, my guy. It's an underground movie, man. That was dope in the '90s, but dude, also like you said, CB4.
Yeah.
Carlito's Way came out in '93.
Okay.
Also, yeah. See.
I can get Miss Doubtfire out of here for Carlito's Way.
That's what I'm saying.
Matter of fact, I take that back. I gotta keep Miss Doubtfire. I can get the Sandlot out of here for Carlito's Way.
Ooh.
Yeah, I could do the Sandlot. That can go for Carlito's Way.
Okay.
Pacino killed that shit, bro.
And Rookie of the Year came out that year. Man's Best Friend came out that year. And what fucked me up, this is the one movie that fucked me up, and that was really close to thinking about taking the Sandlot out. But I said, I got to keep it in there. The Fugitive came out that year, too. That's like one of the only, like, because I don't really do a lot of Harrison Ford.
Yeah.
But that's the one movie, and that's really because Tommy Lee Jones fucking murdered that shit.
That was a great movie.
Yes, I almost replaced. I almost replaced that.
Yeah, I can see that Sandlot out of here.
Yeah, like that's teetering the line with the Sandlot. I'm really trying to keep the Sandlot in there because it's like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I was a kid, because they don't have like a ton of kids movies on here, but that's why
years go on, they try to throw them in there for sure.
Yeah, so definitely. But yeah, that's what I struggled with was not adding the fugitive in there.
Okay. Okay. 94, man. We halfway there. So I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna read the list first. But they got The Crow, Ace Ventura, Street Fighter, Above the Rim, and Little Rascals. I couldn't take none of them out. I'm sorry. I 94 that's a tough ass list. That's a very tough ass list, bro. That's a strong 5 to me. The Crow, Brendan Lee, son of Bruce Lee. I was a fan of The Crow. I went as The Crow for Halloween one year. That's how into The Crow I was. Ace Ventura, come on, man. Einhorn Finkel. Street Fighter, it says it all itself. If you played video games in the 90s when Street Fighter came out, you were super excited. Now, looking back on it, it's not as good, but the story of it to me, it definitely holds its weight because of the fact that they really, you know what I'm saying, got into the game and did their thing. The only weird thing is it was the Blanca thing. I didn't like that. But Above the Rim, I mean, come on, man, classic. And then you got Little Rascals. Oh my god, dear Darla, I hate your stinking guts. You make me sick. You are scum beneath my toes. Love alfalfa, bro. Come on, man.
Hey,
So,
but you stupid.
hey, man, listen. You know what I'm saying? That's a tough 5 for me, but I do want to give 2 shout outs, man. If I could just add them in, you know what I'm saying, just cuz it would be Sugar Hill and then Low Down Dirty Shame.
Funny you say that. So I'm looking at 94.
Mm-hmm.
I like The Crow. Rest in peace to Brandon. But when I look at 94, I got to replace The Crow. And I'm going to replace The Crow with probably my favorite Freddy one with New Nightmare.
Okay. Okay.
I got to replace it there. Okay. Come on, man. We not had so many discussions on Ace Ventura and 1 and 2. You know how I feel about 1.
Yeah.
Ace Ventura ain't going no fucking where.
Right.
Street Fighter. I like you, John. Claude Van Damme, but you got to go. All right.
Yeah. I'm not mad at that either.
This is what's tough for me because you know what? Fuck it. That's going out of here for Pulp Fiction.
Good choice.
You gotta put Pulp Fiction in there. Pulp Fiction was, you know what I'm saying, a classic. We will talk about that shit next week. Mm-hmm. Well, not next week, next episode. Yeah. So I'll replace a Street Fighter with that. All right. Above the Rim, instant classic. Rest in peace, Tupac. Little Rascals. Of course, you're keeping Little Rascals. All right. This is where it gets tough for me because we got Little Giants, we got Serial Mom, we got Speed, we got Mask, Jason's Lyric, we got Fresh, Blank Man. This is what I'm struggling with.
Forgot about Fresh.
Damn. What I'm struggling with Little Rascals, taking Little Rascals out, is between A Low Down Dirty Shame and Blue Chips. Blue Chips was my joint, man.
I don't Low Down Dirty Shame, but Blue Chips,
I know a lot of people try to say, like, you know, it wasn't as realistic as the NCAA and all that type shit.
The fact that Shaq is such a horrible actor.
He is. And Penny did better than he did.
Yeah, it's just I've never been a fan. Like when Shaq did Steel, I was so pissed. I'm like, man,
Steel was bad.
Yeah.
Steel was bad. But I'm gonna go only because I fucks with A Low Down Dirty Shame, man.
Okay.
I gotta get Little Rascals out of here for A Low Down Dirty Shame, man.
And you know what? I'm not mad at you because truthfully, I feel like 94 is a year where you could switch most of these, if not all of them, out. But
Mm-hmm.
because of my nostalgia, man, it was tough for me to even touch any of these. So I feel you on that though. It's on me.
We going to 95, right?
Yeah, it's on you. I'm sorry.
Okay, so 95. So the movies they got down, you got Friday, Bad Boys, Mortal Kombat, Jumanji, and Power Ranger the movies. All right. Obviously, Friday ain't going nowhere.
Nope.
Instant classic. All right. Bad Boys. That was the best one. You know what I'm saying? The first one. Martin, you know what I'm saying? Will Smith, all that ain't going nowhere. Now this is where I struggle. So you got Mortal Kombat. But this is the only problem. Mortal Kombat was good.
Mm-hmm.
It was good. But it ain't got a goddamn thing on Dead Presidents. They should be ashamed of themselves for not putting Dead Presidents on that motherfucking list, man.
Mm-hmm.
So gotta go Dead Presidents. All right. Jumanji. I get it. Robin Williams, funny, haha. Yo, did y'all forget that Casino came out that year? Come on, man. Come on, man. What is going on in the world, man? What is going on in the world? That shit got to go. All right, now I know my shit is biased, but okay, hear me out. Power Rangers the movie. I
Mhm.
remember the one thing about the movies when I was young is I don't remember going to the movies to see a lot of movies.
Yeah.
Like I said, I can remember as far as back, and this is the same year. I remember going to see Candyman 2.
Yeah.
But another movie I remember going to go see in 95 was Power Rangers the movie. I was huge into
Mhm.
Power Rangers. Me and my cousins, we used to be out in the yard. I'm the
Yeah.
black one. You
Come
know
on,
what I'm
man.
saying? Yeah, that's the shit. But my God, come on, man. John Singleton, rest in peace, man. Higher learning, man. Gotta plug higher learning in there.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all.
So unfortunately I only kept two, but yes, I gotta plug those movies in there, man.
Okay, so 95 was also a year that I couldn't touch because all of these movies I hold in high regard. But because I did 94 like that, I said I'm not gonna cheat the people. So Friday, classic, right? Everybody loved Friday. You can quote Friday backwards and forwards. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I I can't sit and only watch Friday. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the movies I'm not gonna be able to keep watching over and over again. So we got to get that out of here. We got to get
Mm.
that out of here. Casino. You already know. You know how I feel about Casino. If
Hmm.
y'all listen to this, y'all know how I feel about Casino. My favorite mob movie of all time. Um, so Casino is definitely taking over Friday. Bad Boys. Love Bad Boys. You know what I'm saying? I'm Mike Lowry. I thought that was great. But that's another one I can't continue to watch. I'm gonna have to throw Dead Presidents in there. Dead Presidents is definitely taking over for Bad Boys. Now, this is where it starts to get tricky for me. Um, because Mortal Kombat was the first game I seen somebody's head get knocked off, somebody's spine get ripped out, a nigga get split in half. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, it took us 2 weeks to beat Goro and Shang Tsung. I have I have a deep nostalgia for Mortal Kombat, so Mortal Kombat stays in there. Plus, when the Mortal Kombat movie came out, not only did we go see it in theaters, but my mom bought it on VHS, and we literally watched that shit 3 times back to back to back. Um, and so Jumanji, great movie. Robin Williams, rest in peace. That's my man. Jumanji was an awesome movie. David Allen Greer was in there as well. Did you know what I'm saying? Did great, but that's another one of them joints to where first and foremost, I felt like Jumanji was kind of too long. And I know I'm not gonna be able to continue to watch that. So I'm replacing that with Mars Attacks. You know what I'm saying? I need the laughs. I need the comedy. That's gonna do, you know what I'm saying, what it's supposed to do for me. And of course, you know what I'm saying, Power Rangers was an amazing film. I also went to go see it in movie theaters, but it was a little different and it didn't quite hit the same because Aisha was the Yellow Ranger and not Trini because Trini had passed. So it didn't hit the same being on film. Uh of course, you know what I'm saying, growing up and watching Power Rangers, Trini was the Yellow Ranger and we wanted to see, you know what I'm saying, the original people. Um and it was like different characters in the movie too, because I think like at that time, I want to say like Adam was the Black Ranger, Aisha was the Yellow Ranger, and that's when they had like the ninja costumes and shit like that. So it was a whole different cast. It didn't hit the same. You know what I'm saying? It definitely didn't hit the same. Um, but shout out to Ivan Ooze because that was a great villain to have in there. But I'm gonna replace that with From Dusk Till Dawn. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Selma Hayek, man. Come on now. Sheesh. Hey man, I ain't gonna lie. I'd have been the first nigga bitten that goddamn place. Well, I see why George Clooney almost got caught, man, for sure. But nah, From Dusk Till Dawn, man, great movie. That definitely takes over Power Rangers for me. So we moving on to 96, man. 96 was an amazing year. We have Scream, Matilda, Space Jam, Independence Day, and Set It Off. Now Scream, hey, that's one of the ones you really can't touch for real. But I ain't gonna lie, man. That's the only one I'm gonna keep. The other four gotta go. Matilda, I'm getting Matilda out of here. With the Pest. Shout out to John Leguizamo. I ain't really never been a fan of Matilda. No way. I didn't get what everybody else was so hype about. I mean, I remember like the cartoon and shit, but I didn't really care for it. Space Jam. Yeah, I was mad that the Munstars lost. You know what I'm saying? I wanted the Munstars jersey. You know me, I'm a fan of the villains. I thought it was dope how they came down and stole the other basketball players, you know what I'm saying, superpowers. Came out, you know what I'm saying, took them niggas to Space Mountain and shit. I'm gonna replace that with the Sixth Man. Independence Day. Independence Day is good, but the only thing is that it's too much of everything else except for the main characters. We don't really get to see the main characters a lot in Independence Day, and I don't really care for that. So I'm gonna take that out and I'm gonna put Money Talks in there. And then last but not least, Set It Off. Set It Off is a classic. We all know this. But I I'm not really into that whole women empowerment thing through crime. I don't know. I'm not a big fan.
Hold on, wait, real quick. So
What's
you
up?
doing 96?
Yeah.
Dude, the Sixth Man came out in 97.
Nah, they got it on 96.
They got it on 97 right here on Google. It says
Okay, never mind. You right. I'm saying 97. I got my list kind of off. Okay, so never mind that. So, like I said, Mars Attacks. Yeah, okay. So Mars Attacks and From Dusk Till Dawn was supposed to be 96. My fault. I wrote the what's your name wrong. So 96. Okay, let me see. Matilda is out. Mars Attacks is in. What did I say? Space
wait a
Jam.
minute. You said the Pest too. The Pest came out in 97.
Yeah, I know. That's what I said. Take
Yeah,
out.
so yeah, okay.
I already gave away my 97 list, but so so Mars Attacks is I just take out Matilda on this one and Space Jam. So Mars Attacks and From Dusk Till Dawn. I keep Independence Day and Set It Off.
Okay. So Scream is one of my joints.
Right.
Wes Craven was able to make a comeback and show people, yo, I could do something other than Freddie. So I'm keeping that. Matilda, I'm with you. I never been a huge Matilda person. I mean, even in '96, I mean, I was 11. I still was supposed to been watching shit like that, but nah. Matilda
Right.
gotta go. Matilda is getting out of here for a thin line between love and hate. All right. So Space Jam. I know what I'm supposed to say right here. I know what I'm supposed to say right here. But when I'm looking at the other shit that came out that year, Space Jam might gotta go.
Space Jam definitely gotta go.
Space Jam gotta go, man. It gotta go for. This is gonna be tough. I'm gonna go Jerry Maguire.
Mm-hmm.
I fuck with Jerry Maguire. All right. Now this is where it gets tough. I'm gonna keep Set It Off.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep that. Grew up on it, love it. This is my only problem. The problem is A Long Kiss Goodnight came out that year.
Mm-hmm.
The Craft came out that year.
Mm-hmm.
A Time to Kill came out that year. And The Cable Guy. So that's what makes it so tough. And it's like I'm looking at Independence Day, and I fuck with Independence Day.
Mm-hmm.
But when I look at these, I might have to go A Long Kiss Goodnight.
Okay. Not a bad.
So I only kept one for '96. Well, two. Set It Off. Set It Off the screen.
Right.
But yeah, I gotta go a thin line between love and hate. That's the obvious one. I gotta go Jerry Maguire, and I gotta go Long Kiss Goodnight. And that was hard because I love The Cable Guy and I love The Craft.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't enough slots, man. It wasn't enough slots.
Right.
So
97.
97. So I started off because you gave away your 97, so now you got to kind of fix it. So 97, we got Titanic. Well, they got Titanic. Excuse me. Men in Black, Selena, Good Burger, and Face Off. All right.
Don't you dare do it.
Yo, I'm gonna
gearing up.
I'm gonna keep it for the sake of I don't want to get murdered on social media.
I just fuck with you, bro. Go ahead, do your thing, man.
So I'm going to keep Titanic.
Okay. Good choice.
Man in Black definitely getting the boot. Come on, man. Money talks. All right. That's getting out of here. Look, man, rest in peace to Selena. Okay. Yeah. Jennifer Lopez, absolutely. That is actually, and I gotta hype it up like this because I think Selena got to go.
No, Selena definitely is out of here.
Selena, but it is one of the really, really, really good biopics. Mm-hmm. It really is. They did a really, really good job on Selena. I never even heard of Selena until this movie came out.
Same.
But Selena got to go. Nothing to Lose came out that year, man. So Selena got to go.
Sure.
Good Burger. Got to go. All right. I'm sorry. Y'all must have forgot Kiss the Girl came out that year. So that's got to go. Shout out to Alex Cross. Now this is where it gets tough. Because Face Off is out of here. But this is the problem. For me, the problem is How to Be a Player came out that year. 6 Man came out that year. I Know What You Did Last Summer came out that year. And Devil's Advocate. You're going to kill me for this. You're going to kill me for this.
You picking the Devil's Advocate.
No. Look, I gotta go. I Know What You Did Last Summer, man. I'm sorry. Like,
nah, okay. I already know why though, because you a horror man. Yeah.
So I gotta go. Yeah, I gotta go there. Like I said, look, I only kept one movie from 1997 that they had down was Titanic, but like 97 is a slept on year, man. Because
Yeah,
I'm real mad, and I'm keeping Titanic for the sake of my sanity, but Six Man is fucking right there, man. It's
yeah,
right
for
there.
for
But
sure.
what you got, man?
Okay, so I already told y'all all of them, basically. Well, except one. Titanic. Y'all know I'm keeping Titanic. Everybody knows I'm keeping Titanic. That has sentimental value to me. And I still hate Rose for not letting Jack survive. Men in Black. That shit can go. I'm not gonna lie to you. Good movie. Don't get me wrong. Great movie. Good comedy. But I would rather watch Six Man instead. Selena's. That's a tough one. You know what I'm saying? That's when J-Lo had the booty and the tights on, you know what I'm saying? Dancing around the stage. I mean, come on, man. You know, great movie. Great, like you said, great biopic. But I would rather watch Money Talks. Um, Good Burger. That can go. Okay. Um, I rewatched Good Burger recently with my kids. It's not really that good of a movie. It's really not. Sinbad with the stupid wig, funny, very funny. But they stretched it out. Kel was the star of the movie, of course. Shout out to him. Keenan did his thing too, but Kel definitely stole the show in that movie. But I'm replacing that with The Pest, and this is where I might get killed. Face Off, classic, great movie. Castor Troy. I'm not gonna lie, man. I got to get Face Off out of here for the
Oh
Mimic.
yeah.
The
Okay.
Mimic is my shit, bro. Like that movie, yeah, man. That shit made me look at cicadas a totally different way when I seen the Mimic. Like I don't know what it was about the Mimic, bro, but that shit was wild, man. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get Face Off out of here for the Mimic. But that's tough too because I wanted to add How to Be a Player because I really like that movie.
Hmm.
Um, but it's just I don't know, man. For me, it holds up well. I could watch How to Be a Player at any time. I thought that was a great movie. Um, but yeah, I just couldn't find I couldn't put it over those other four. But I definitely give an honorable mention to How to Be a Player.
Okay. I ain't mad at that. So now we're moving on to 1998.
Yeah. 98, tough, super.
I don't know. Well, what's tough is the shit that ain't on here.
That
Um,
exactly that's what I'm saying. 98 is a tough year, but you got Rush Hour, you got Blade, American History X, Small Soldiers, and then you got Belly. Okay, so okay, this is where it got a little different for me. So the ones I'm taking out is Small Soldiers, American History X for sure. Now, I'm not sure if um I don't know if I'm gonna do Rush Hour or Blade because that's it's the shit is so tough. But Small Soldiers is gone. I'm replacing that with Half Baked. American History X, although it is a good movie, that's not something that I want to have to watch constantly. So I'm going with He Got Game. Um shit. Okay. For the sake of they in the same genre. I'm gonna get Rush Hour out of here and replace it with Waterboy.
okay.
Yeah, I feel good about that. Yeah, I'm gonna get
Yeah.
Rush Hour here
He said,
because
"Yeah, I feel good about that."
Rush Hour is cool, but it don't constantly hit you with the laughs the way Waterboy do.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all I got.
All right. So, So Blade is definitely not Blade. Excuse me. Belly is definitely staying on. Hood classic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Small Soldiers, the fuck out of here. One of my movies that is in my top 3 movies of all time came out that year.
Mm-hmm.
And that's motherfucking The Negotiator. All right. So get Small Soldiers the fuck out of here, man. The Negotiator. Sam Jackson, Kevin Spacey, Paul Giamatti. Come on. Just negotiate. You know how I feel about The Negotiator.
Absolutely.
All right. American X. Get the fuck out of here.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You know me. Come on, man. Halloween H2O. You know what I mean? Like, come on. That's nothing. Now, Blade. I love what Blade did. But
Mm.
come on, man. The Faculty came out that year, man. Come on.
I don't know, man. I feel you, but I gotta go Blade, bro.
It's tough.
Yeah.
And as funny as Rush Hour is, one of the most funniest things.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm thinking of two. Because I was about to say the scene when he went into the when they went into the Chinese restaurant and he started doing the Michael Jackson shit. That's 2 though. That's 2. Rush Hour was good. But come on, man, he got Game, man.
Yeah, for sure.
He got Game came out that year. And
For
what
sure.
was tough for me was I'm leaving out. I got the hookup.
Mm-hmm.
U.S. Marshals. I know what you. I would know. I still know what you did last summer and fall. So it's some shit there.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
some shit there. But
That's why
like,
98 was a tough year.
yeah, 98 was definitely a tough year. But I see what they did there.
Mhm.
But yeah, man, I had to replace all of them but one. I had to replace all of them but one.
For sure.
Man, and now we get to the best year of cinema. Yo, you got Big Daddy. Well, excuse me, they got Big Daddy,
Mm-hmm.
Deep Blue Sea, The Matrix, Blue Street, and 10 Things I Hate About You. All right. Oh man. Okay. All right. I gotta take a deep breath. But this is tough for me. This is tough for me because there are some movies that they have on here that's like guilty pleasures for me and shit that I really, really fuck with. But I know it's probably gonna stand up for you, but Big Daddy gotta go. All right. I'm replacing Big Daddy with Life. Okay. One of the funniest movies. You know what I'm saying? Claude and Ray. We gotta get Big Daddy out of here. Now this is what's tough for me. I don't know why, but I have like this kind of like obsession with Deep Blue Sea for some odd reason. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the sharks. I don't know what it is, but I love Deep Blue Sea. But when you look at the other shit that came out that year, I just don't know if it holds up, man. I got to replace it with Varsity Blues, man. I got to put Varsity Blues in there, man. One of the movies that really had me looking at varsity a different way. Cause see, I was entering high school in 2000. So I'm sitting here watching these dudes. I'm like, oh shit, like they hit like this. So nah, you know what I'm saying? I gotta replace, as much as I love Deep Blue Sea, it gotta go.
Mm-hmm.
Yo movie, The Matrix. Look, man, I love The Matrix.
No fun.
But when we're talking about a movie that's in my top 3 or top 5 at least, came out that year. But that's just my mind. I'm just different like that.
Mm-hmm.
Man, The Bone Collector, man.
I'm sorry. You said what?
The Bone Collector, man. Stop it, man.
Come on, man. Matrix, man. Now I'll just play it again.
Yo, The bone, I'm telling, but see that's just my personality, man. You know what I'm saying, that mystery suspense shit, man. Like I'm talking about Denzel had a fucking Oscar performance laying in a bed, man. Like he didn't move, my guy. But that shit was so hard to me.
Yeah.
All right, now this is where it gets tough because I love Blue Street. All right, and I told you before, one of my guilty pleasures is 10 Things I Hate About You.
Mm-hmm.
But I got to replace, as much as I love 10 Things I Hate About You, I got to replace it with The Wood.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
The Wood was just, you know what I'm saying? And what was tough for me is In Too Deep came out that year too.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't have a lot of comedies, so I'm gonna leave Blue Streak in there.
Okay.
But man, it was tough not putting In Too Deep in there.
Yeah, I mean, you got a good list. You got a good list.
Yes.
The
So
exception of the Bone Collector in the place you put
man,
it.
you are too. Well, it ain't even really that. It's just, I mean, I can replace it with either way. The
Yeah.
Bone Collector's in there.
No, for sure, yeah.
Like
But,
either way, no matter what I'm taking off, and I see what they did, and I know what the Matrix did, and in the whole, cult following that they was able to do. So it's not the fact of like either way, the Bone Collector was going to be in there, but it's
right.
just like when I look at life, when I look at Varsity Blues,
Yeah,
and The Wood, like what it meant to me
exactly.
watching
Yeah,
those movies, it has sentimental value for me.
absolutely.
So yeah, I had to scratch their whole fucking list for these movies that came out this year, and I ain't even mentioned. I'll let you go. Because 99 is just
Yeah,
fucking
99 is that's a year. Really, truthfully, you can't go wrong. No matter what you put on there, you really can't go wrong. So for me, man, it was one of them things where I couldn't take anything else out either. So 94, 95, and 99 for me was them years where all of the movies that was put on there were good. It wasn't nothing that I was looking and was like, yeah, I'd take that out. But for the sake of it, like I said, 94 was the year I chose to do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and go with 99. Big Daddy is Getting Out of Here for Life.
okay.
Let's go ahead and toss that. Deep Blue Sea, I'm throwing that out for Mystery Man. I know a lot of people probably haven't seen Mystery Man, but to me, that is the funniest superhero spoof of all time to me. And rest in peace, you know what I'm saying, to Pee Wee Herman. He was in that as well. But when I tell you he killed it, you know what I'm saying? His superpower was farting. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just, bro, the movie is that crazy, bro. Like Ben Stiller was in that too. His superpower was he just got real mad. That's all it was. Like, because they killed the only superhero in the city, so they all took up the mantle of trying to be superheroes. That shit was just funny, bro. The Matrix, I'm keeping that in there. I can't touch the
Of
Matrix. I'm
course.
sorry. Yeah. Blue Streak, I can get that out of here. With Held Up. Shout out to Jamie Foxx.
Okay.
That is, to me, the best Jamie Foxx movie of all time. I don't care what nobody say, bro. That shit was comedy. That nigga thought he got shot and he had a Dorito in his motherfucking cheek, and they thought that nigga was Mike Tyson. Classic, man. And then 10 Things I Hate About You, great movie, but I ain't gonna lie to you, I can get that out of here easily with Fight Club.
Okay.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
I ain't mad at that, man. But see, like, what's so tough about 99 is that
Yeah.
it was just so many bangers. Like, we didn't mention Double Jeopardy. We didn't
Yep.
mention Stir Echoes. We didn't mention Any Given Sunday.
Well,
Like,
and I think too that a lot of people forget about 1999 is like the reason that I believe it has so many like knockouts was because nigga, we all thought it was the end of the world.
Yeah, they had to push this content out there because they didn't
Yeah,
know they were like, yo, we don't even know if the screens at the movie's gonna work anymore after this
yeah,
shit. Like,
at this point, like nigga, they didn't know nothing about nothing, man. Like we really thought that the world was gonna end, you know what I'm saying, New Year's Eve. So they was giving us everything, like anything you can imagine in '99 was popping up and it was dropping, man. So now I think because of that pressure, I think '99 is the reason that is, you know what I'm saying, it's such the great to me and well to us, the greatest year in movie history because of the fact that, you know, the fear of the unknown. You know,
yeah,
when you got that type of pressure on you, you know, you got to come out with something great.
yeah, and I mean, like, it was just so many movies, and some of it is just shit that I've just seen that ended up being alright, like The Astronaut's Wife, fucking House on a Haunted Hill,
Mm.
In Dreams was dope, 8 millimeters, which is probably like the only like other than Con Air, like Nicolas Cage
In
movies
Dreams,
that I really fuck with.
yeah.
But
In
eight
Dreams,
millimeters,
uh, is that the one with Robin Williams or is that What Dreams May Come?
no. Robin Williams wasn't in Dreams.
Okay, that I'm thinking that might be What Dreams May Come. That was a great movie, by the way, too.
And but I mean like, dude, we had The Sixth Sense came out in '99. Girl Interrupted, Entrapment,
Mm-hmm.
like the Deep End of the Ocean, Breakdown Plaza, Sleepy Hollow,
Mm-hmm.
like American Beauty, which we both like. Dude, we had so much fun doing that movie.
Yeah, that
But
shit that's crazy.
like The Green Mile, Idle Hand, Never Been Kissed, like there was just so the Haunted Stigmata. There's just so many fucking movies, man. It was so tough to just do five because there was just so much great content that came out that year.
Right.
And
And technically, y- it's I think what they did with this list, just so people can be clear, because we just going off of what we see on the list. I think what they were meaning was you can only watch 1 year. So that means like everything within that year you can watch. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So I mean, 9 times out of 10, that's why I said for me, 94, 95, and 99, you really can't go wrong. Especially with what they used in those lists. To me, I felt like they did a great job of picking some of like the big movies. But I mean, like if you really want to just be all around entertained, 99 is the only way to go.
yeah.
I don't see any other way out of that. Like I said,
I mean,
98 is a close one, but 99, like you can't miss with that year. I'm sorry.
yeah. And to answer that question, I gotta go 99. Like if I had to
Yeah.
say one, like if they had
Yeah.
the gun to my head, yo, 1 year, I gotta go
Yeah.
99. I gotta
Because
go 99.
it's so much, and I feel like it's so many movies that cover all the bases. Is that like by the time you get to the end of the list in 99, whatever else you're gonna try to watch, it's gonna be like you watching it all over again for the first time anyway. So
And then another thing that's great because I remember, like, so the question of like, yo, you can only take 5 albums on the
yeah,
island. Like, what are you
yeah,
taking? And I think that the way that you have to interpret that is, so okay, if I'm going to be on the island, if I'm by myself and I can only take 5 albums, it's like, okay,
mhm,
right, I gotta be able to cover everything. I gotta have some
yeah,
shit that's gonna make me dance. I gotta have some
mhm,
shit that, I mean, if I'm on the island by myself, I gotta have a female voice. You know what I'm saying?
yep,
I gotta
yeah,
have, R&B album. I got, you know what I'm saying? Like you have to, split it up. And when you look at this year, it's like life can be your comedy. You know what I'm
mhm,
saying? Varsity Blues can be your comedy, but also you get your football fix. You know
yep,
what I'm saying? The Wood, you could get, you know what I'm saying, your friendship
yeah. You
type
get your
shit.
actual Fight Club shit.
Yeah. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Bone Collector, you get your mystery suspense. Like there's so
mhm,
many different things that you can get from the year of 99. it's like, I mean, man, I mean, Cruel Intentions, fucking Three Kings, like it was just so much shit, man. 99 was that deal, man.
Absolutely.
Oh man, Boys Don't Cry. Yo, I did a podcast on that shit.
Yeah.
On,
I gotta go back and
28.
watch that one. I gotta go back and watch that one.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to rest in peace to Tina Brandon, man. You know what I'm saying? What they did to that, well, the terms that I was supposed to say, what they did to that dude, but what they did to that woman, man, and
Yeah.
that, y'all know what I'm trying to say, man. But yeah.
So let's go ahead and let's get into the coming soon.
Coming soon to own on video and DVD.
So, like we told you guys, man, next episode we're doing an appreciation with Quentin Tarantino. We're gonna give Quentin Tarantino his flowers, and we're really gonna do it this time. I make sure that I put it in my notes and all that other good stuff to remember. I won't forget it this time, guys. So make sure you tuned in, make sure you get ready for it, and we'll be, you know what I'm saying, hitting you over the head with another episode later on this week. But listen, if you enjoyed the list, if you didn't enjoy the list, if you even have your own movies that you would like to go through year by year, feel free to hit us up on our socials and let us know what those are. On Instagram and Twitter or X at View9Pod, on Facebook, VA Pod Watch Group, and you could follow us on Twitter or X with our community where we talk about movies and television all the time. Viewers Anonymous. And don't forget, if you're following the podcast, make sure you also subscribe. We got great episodes there. Right now, we're covering the season 2 of Winning Time on Max. So make sure you go in there so you can hear those episodes. And if you like to follow me, you can follow me on Twitter /X at Scoots Bronson. That's all I got. Oh, I'm sorry. I got a link to in my bio, and you can follow me everywhere else there. That's it.
Cool. Y'all can follow me at s.foster8 on Instagram and on X. And y'all can follow 28 Minutes or Less. That's just on IG. Follow the podcast 28 Minutes or Less. Last episode is A Star Is Born, you know what I'm saying, with my little homie, you know what I'm saying, Jacoby. Shout out to shout out to both of them, you know what I'm saying, Take Two, but Jacoby was the one that was on the pod with me. But that's all I got, and I got a great idea coming up for the next pod, so be on the lookout for a new episode of 28 Minutes or Less very soon.
That's right, man. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you all for watching. Your support is greatly appreciated. And you know what I'm saying? Thank you again for just holding us down this long. You know what I'm saying? 300, man. Yeah, to the next episode. Like they say in Hollywood, that's a wrap.
Cut.